Please welcome your host, Zoe Ball.
Hello, welcome to It Takes Two. Good evening. Can I say thank you very much to Robin Windsor for choreographing a great... We love Robin. He's on the show very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry. We are less than 24 hours away from Strictly Movie Week. Yes! Very good, aren't they good? On tonight's show, I will be joined by the gorgeous Pixie and Trent. Let's give them a little wave. Hello, clever one. Mark and Karen are here. I love that smile. And we have pulled out all the stops this week for our Friday panel. It's Sarah Cox. Recognise that giggle. Richard Arnold. Hello, Dickie A. And a blockbuster booking, Donny Osmond. As I live and breathe. I just can't wait, and neither can this week's Friday panel. Wow, what a whopper. It's Richard Arnold, Sarah Cox and Donny Osmond. Hello, my darlings. Mwah, mwah.
I just have a kiss.
Oh, come on. Oh, go on, Donny. If you insist. Always
let
do.
it go, Donny, let it go.
Oh, my lordy.
This is so exciting.
It is very, very exciting
I love
indeed.
this.
I know. It's Donny Osmond. Donny Osmond, isn't it? And also...
Oh, stop it, baby, stop it.
Oh, God. Austin Powers, brilliant. That's quite surreal. Richard,
yes.
Dickie A, welcome back. We've missed you round these parts.
Bless you, it's great to be back.
Lovely to see your
It
face.
really is.
We've had a great gossip today, haven't we?
We have indeed, none of which we can
what's
repeat.
really going on. Let's talk about what we can talk about. No, I'm kidding. Who are you loving this year?
I'm loving, where am I loving? I think we could be in line for an all-boy final, you know.
Oh,
I know
really?
it's controversial to put it out there, and it's very early days in the competition, but I've been surfing a tide of testosterone, which is a first for me, ever since the show started. So, seriously, I think that the lads have been a revelation.
Yeah,
and I
they
know
are
we'll talk
good.
probably more in depth, but I mean, just spectacular form.
Okay, I like it. I'm going to later on. You'll have to tell me which three. Sarah, hello, lady love.
Hi, sweetheart.
Lovely to see you. How are the kids?
They're lovely.
We have a cup of tea. What you've been out on the dance floor, Sarah? You danced with gorgeous Robin Windsor,
I did.
so you know
Bless him.
exactly.
It wasn't easy for either of us. To be honest. It's probably harder for him. I was like a stuffed heifer being like dragged around.
You were really good.
You know what?
He
You're
loves
really
you.
nice, but it's not true.
What are you making of this year?
I'm
And
loving
love?
it. I love Flackers.
Oh,
the minute
she's
Flackers
good.
and Pasha got on, I mean, she just sort of exploded onto the screen on the first shot. I was like, wow!
I was
so I'm loving
gobsmacked.
watching Caroline because I just think she's really exciting and sexy and feisty.
Yeah,
I love it.
she's so good.
And
Really
Scott
good.
as well.
And
I'm
Scott.
loving Scott. And I'm hoping that his fans, his listeners, keep him in so he can just get better and better and better.
I know,
totally.
this week is just quite astounding. Donny, you are
Zoe.
celebrating, hello,
Yeah.
I'm going on funny. You're celebrating 50 years in show business.
Can you believe that?
Congratulations.
Champagne!
I know.
And
You
I'm
look
only
so
29,
good.
I can't figure out the math.
How does the maths work on that?
Yeah, I don't know.
And you're being a judge on the show,
Yes, I
guest
can
judge
hardly
tomorrow
wait.
night.
Yes.
What do you know about our judges so far?
Well, I know Len, I know Bruno very well. I'm glad I never danced in front of Craig, that's for sure. But I'm bringing something interesting to the judging table because I've been on both sides. I won the U.S. version in '09.
Yeah, I know, it was really good.
And I judged Dancing with the Stars, so I've done both sides.
Yeah.
You know, your body doesn't hurt as much on the judging side.
Yeah,
but
just a
so
tad.
I have both perspectives.
Okay, I
Can we
like
get
it. It's quite
clear?
exciting.
Johnny won.
Yes,
Yes,
Donny won.
Donny
He did
won.
win.
Come on.
Very good
Yes.
indeed. We're going to start. Let's start with Judy and Anton and their quick step. Judy was bottom of the leaderboard last week. She's got the quick step this week. Let's have a little listen to what she's dancing to.
I simply gotta march my heart to
Don't Rain on My Parade.
Bit of Barbara.
I know, bit of
Let's do
Barbara.
it.
From Funny Girl. That's not the Barbara version. Sarah, do you think she's looking better?
She looks a little bit more relaxed. I like that she's in holder. That might help her a little bit. I kind of, you know, in cartoons when they put someone through a mangle.
Yeah.
I kind of want to put her through a mangle and then squish her together and just get her all loosened up a little
listen,
bit.
maybe
Do you know
that's
what I
quite a
mean?
good idea.
Yeah,
Could
they
we
should have a side of stage mangle.
Yeah,
That's
the
allowed.
Acme mangle.
But I think she represents a lot of women who are sitting at home on a Saturday night watching Strictly. I think she's doing it for like the average woman who just can't really dance and she's a bit nervous. So I do like her. You
And
can't
this,
help but
I
like
would
her.
say definitely there is improvement there as
Yes.
well. Let's go to Tom and Iveta. They are dancing at Charleston this weekend to New York, New York from On the Town. If you remember the film with Sinatra. What do you think of Tom, Richard?
We've got all night, right?
Yeah, we have. We can just talk about Tom.
That
We don't need to-
lantern jaw could cut through butter, but let's see him a little more nimble on feet,
How's
I
the
think. He's got to
swivel?
let himself go. He needs to swivel. without a doubt. He's got it, you know, from the hips all the way down to the legs. All of this is working great. The shoulders and everything. I needed a license for those shoulder rolls last week. Yeah. But yeah, let's tell the feet how to behave now.
Okay. You need a lot of character for this dance, don't you, Donny? Can
Most
Tom
definitely.
bring
What
it
I
out?
saw there, I mean, he's got to give us so much more.
Okay.
And give him the benefit of the doubt. It's rehearsal. But what I saw there, it's not going to work on the dance floor tomorrow night.
Okay.
He's got to give so much
He'll
more.
bring it out tomorrow night.
Okay.
He's a rugby
that's what
player.
I want to see.
This is a world away from what he's done before.
Right.
So I'm really standing up for him. I feel quite protective over Tom. Funny that. Sinatra and Brendan are doing an American smooth foxtrot tomorrow night to The Way You Look Tonight from Swing Time, one of my favourite movies. Sarah, what do you think so far?
I think that's looking great, actually. I think she looks fantastic.
Oh, she simpered last week as well. I mean, there is so much sauce in that pot.
Yeah.
And it's simmering, and it needs to get off the back burner and get right up front and boil over. That's how I feel about Sinatra.
That's an incredible
Are we clear?
analogy. Yeah.
Yes, we're clear.
I got that. Will you start writing my scripts, please?
There's a script?
I know, really, there is. Richard, I don't want to dwell on bad things, but you did get your lowest score for the foxtrot.
Yeah, well, it was a technicality. I forgot my steps halfway through.
That could be a problem.
You can't expect people to vote for a dance, can you, Donny? So it wasn't finished.
Okay, fair enough. How difficult is the quick, slow?
I think when you've done the waltz as well with the rise and fall, and Erin, my partner, who quit the show that year.
That year, she couldn't take any more.
Thanks to you.
I think it's still in the hands of her lawyers, to be honest, Donny.
She moved back to Australia, right?
She did indeed. She would say that,
Never seen again.
the steps are more or less the same, but they never were week in, week out. So the rise and fall of the waltz, very different from the foxtrot. So it is technically very, very difficult. I did it to Shirley Bassey. I now can't listen to Shirley Bassey. Back to my original point, that is still in the hands with my lawyers as well.
Alison and Aliash are doing a jive this weekend to Footloose.
You love the jive.
I love the jive.
Yeah.
It's one that my mum could do, because my mum's really diddy, and she used to jive with me Uncle Stan. Anyway, enough of
Evening
that.
to Sarah's mum.
Hi. And I just love these two together, and I could just watch Aliash forever.
I know.
One thing about
Johnny.
Ellie,
Yeah.
I bumped into her today.
Oh, yeah.
And she looked at me and she says, if you don't give me a 10, we're not friends anymore.
There's a little bribing the
'Cause I've known
judges
her for
going
so
on.
many years.
I know. You go way back.
Oh, way back.
Oh, God. And that's it. You have to put all that aside, don't you?
And I will. Trust me, I'll put it all aside.
Okay.
It is difficult
all right.
to be non-partisan, though, isn't it?
Well,
It
you
really
have
is.
to be. As a judge, you have to be. It's about the dance, not about
Too invested. Too
Two.
invested.
I know
Like
you
you
care so
Like you.
much.
Yeah, they're like your litter.
I know, we are. Rumba time for Caroline and Pasha. Donny, it's a very intimate dance,
Yes.
is the rumba. How difficult is it getting close and personal with your partner?
Well,
like that?
there's nothing left to the imagination when you're doing this dance. I mean, you know everything about your partner, and then some. But what I'm going to be looking for...
I say.
Stop it. But I'm looking for hips tomorrow.
Okay, you're looking for hips.
Rumba, it's all about the hips. You got to be sexy. You got to be very sexy.
Okay,
Caroline's
all right.
got that in spades.
She has, though, hasn't
She's
she?
got that in spades.
I was seeing that footage where she wraps herself around. Her legs are incredible as well. I think this could be a corker. Scott and Joanne are doing the samba to Under the Sea from The Little Mermaid. I'm
Great
sorry,
song.
it's a great song. It is a great
Down where
song.
it's wetter, take it from me.
Great
Scott
rendition.
reminds me, it's like me and
Yeah.
Erin, and I'd be following her like a lamb, gambling, behind, hoping to finally get it right. But the spirit of the man is phenomenal. So come on, Scotty.
You know what people normally
Yeah.
say? When I go out, I was always like, look, when I go out, I can really dance, as we know we can.
Yeah,
Good
I
dance.
remember. Yeah.
But when you've got to think about what you're doing, it's so hard. And with Scott, he doesn't even dance when he goes out. Like, he literally never dances. So for him to be doing this show is a big deal, I think.
Well,
And
but
he's
what I like
brilliant.
about Scott is that he's got a great attitude, and that's a perfect song for him because you know he's going to be smiling, you know he's going to be having a great time out
I
there.
think we're all going to be smiling, and he's going to be a crab.
Yes. It's actually, makeup, I'm like, yeah, you're not going to meet with that one, with the old crap.
Could he be any further down the natural order of things? I mean, come on.
He enters into the spirit. Well, that's so good. Jake and Jeanette will be dancing to this. They're doing a waltz.
Okay.
Come on. You see, he's had 2 incredible weeks, and you think after that
It's
salsa
dangerous.
last
This
week.
is a dangerous place to be at the top of the
Right,
leaderboard.
okay.
But I got to tell you, look at this. Look at
that
the
form.
lines. Look at the posture. Okay. This is going to be good.
incredible.
This is gonna be
Johnny's
good.
welling up.
When
I
you
know.
are, I mean, you look at the posture on the man. It's no wonder the women of Walford were so happy to see the back of him every time. Because let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, there's a lot going on there.
I hope I see tomorrow what I just saw on
You
the
saw
stream
there,
right
and
there.
if you do, he could still be top of the leaderboard.
good lad,
So
good lad.
exciting. Steve and Orla are doing a quick step to I Want to Be Like You from the Jungle Book. Donny, it's good music, isn't it? Donny, how does this look to you, being an expert?
First of all, I like Steve. He's not the best dancer out there, but I don't know what it is. I like Steve. He's got a good attitude and he's got good chemistry. That's another thing I'm going to be watching.
Oh, yes.
Is chemistry.
Between the partners.
Because out there, those voters, they're looking for chemistry, and they have such power in their fingers when they're voting.
They do. He is a big guy. Do you think he's going to handle this?
I think he's going to be brilliant. I know a lot of people watching, if he were Baloo, they'd happily be the tree.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Who do you think is going to be halfway to the danger zone this weekend? Bottom, who could be in the bottom two, Richard?
I don't know. I think Tim Dodson Bullet. What do you think, Judy? But Judy, having looked at that,
that was good.
She was nimble of foot.
Who would you put in the bottom two, Sarah?
Oh, I don't know, maybe Judy, maybe.
Oh, don't say Judy.
I can't ask you. You're a judge. You must be impartial.
And I'm not going to say. I won't say.
What a Friday panel. Thank you so much. Thank you to all tonight's couples, my wonderful panel. Don't forget, tune in tomorrow night, BBC One, 6:30, Strictly Come Dancing Movie Week, to see, amongst other things, Mark Wright as Superman and Scott Mills dressed as a giant crab. We love you, Scott. I can't wait to join us here on Monday. We'll be chatting to whoever goes home. Thanks for watching. Good night.